Right, I've drawn some nice lines on this one. Right, if you get some blue, let me just try that on a bit of scrap paper. Perfect. Get a bit of blue and just paint up to these lines like this. Try and keep your water flowing so it don't stain like that. Plenty of water on your brush. So try and keep it flowing all the time. Look, so there's a little puddle there. Then while there's a little puddle there, hopefully it'll not stain. Take a bit out of your puddle and bring it across. There we are. Quick so it don't stain. You don't want a line leaving basically. There we are. Up there. Oh yeah. Oh no. I've got my picture upside down. What an idiot. There. Right, I'll take some darker blue now and just do a bit of darker on top. There, and that can just drip down. And do what it wants now. There we are. That's giving me some nice blue and some mountains and stuff in it. I'll tell you what. Think so it don't smudge in. I'll get that a little ickle dry. Put your fingers in your ears, innit? Put your fingers in your ears. A red carpet. So yeah, that was that. Right. Now put this one in, I think. So it's quite far back. So I'll leave a bit of that blue on my brush. It's that far back. I think if it's a slight bluey colour, it won't matter too much. Tiny bit of mud colour in there. That's it. That's better. Right. I need to leave a few gaps actually. There's some little bits of snow in here, so I need to leave a few gaps for some bits of snow. I'm not really I've got a photo, but I'm not really looking at my photo to see where to leave this snow. I'm just leaving a few bits and just making it look. That's probably enough snow left there at that. A bit more water on my brush. A bit more water. I think I'll just fade this out with water. More water. It's a bit more colour, just there's a few. They don't actually fade out that much at the bottom there. I'll just dab a few. There we are, that's nice. That's a slight green here I've gone on there. Just seems to do that a bit in my photo. But like I say, I'm not that worried about my photo. Right. Let's start up here. So now, don't need that blue really now. So, right, starting here. That sort of comes right across. Oh, I've got a bit of a cough. Right across there. And then there's a bit of snow in there, some bits of snow in there like that. And yeah, some snow in there. Quite a bit of snow in this bit. And then across there. This sort of gets a bit lighter now. This bit. There we are, some more snow in there like that. Comes up here a bit. There. A bit more snow. Not really looking at my photo. If you're painting this, you don't have to look at my painting and get your snow exactly where mine is basically. You can just sort of pop it anywhere. World's your lobster. It's not that important where this snow goes. So there's a little bit up here, and that's about it. So, right, just looking at this. Again, not that that's too much following, it's like a sleeve, but just looking at that, there's a tiny bit of green coming in here, so I'll stick it in, tiny bit of green colour. That's plenty. Just a tiny bit like that. So I'm going to wipe my brush. Oh no, that's alright. I'm going to wipe my brush and try and soften it a bit, but I don't even need to bother. Okay, well, that's that. Nah. There's some light stuff down here now, but I think I'll let that perhaps dry a minute first. Yeah, let me get some. Right, I'm into some really dark colour now. Payne's Grey and Burnt Umber. If you've got no Burnt Umber, Burnt Umber will do. A lot of people struggling to find the Burnt Umber, but you can get some Burnt Umber, what is also very nice. See, this bit here is quite light on the picture, probably, but it's going to work better for me having it dark, so I've done it dark. World is a lobster in it. Right, now, as that comes down into there, that changes into a green. Plenty of water. Like that. Plenty of water. In fact, this green comes up here. In fact, let's get some. Let's brighten this green up a little bit. That's better. Comes a bit brighter as it comes across here like that. Into there, like that. Into there. A bit brighter. Well. Keep adding more water. Bit more water. It sort of gets quite pale as it comes down there. Summer about like that. That'll do me. That's about as much detail as I need in that. Right. What shall we do now? There's some of this bright green. There's a little ridge, sort of about here. There's a little ridge of that bright green. About there, like that. Right around there, like that. That's it. And then wash my brush out. Get some of this light, sort of light greyish colour it is. See, get some of that in. It's a bit like that. Sort of a bit that sort of. I'm using the edge of my brush because it's sort of the rocks are that sort of way, if you know what I mean. It's gone a bit green actually. You know what? Tell you what, you know, if it's gone a bit green, add a bit of red. It'll soon kill the green. Oh well. Nice. See, I could take them splobs out. They're not in the painting, but I like them, so I think I'm going to leave them. Right, now then. Say a little dry. A little dry. Right, just in there. There's some more little bits of texture with some of these sort of bits in here. Where there's ridges and little bits of stuff. That's it, like that. just looking at this. There's not much. This is so dark you can hardly see these ridges, but there's like a little dark sort of shadow what's coming down there and down just under this green bit here, like that. Let's say something like that, and then I'll just sort of melt it all out again into some water. There we are, that'll do. There. Right, so that's that. Now then. Right. Some of this. This comes into there to about there. Down here there's another bit about there. And then that's it for that. It's then green. It's all green. It's green. Green trees this is. They're that small. I say it's trees, I think it's trees, it looks like trees. They're that small, you can't really see what's going on. There's some lighter green in it down this side. So I'll whap a bit of that in. Yeah, that looks nice. A bit more of that. Just across this side here, that looks lovely. And then into here, I think we'll like a mixture. Yeah, something like that. Like that. And then some of these darker greens, in fact. Yeah, there's like a darker green coming around there, something like that. There's definitely some bits in here. These look like little trees in here. So I'll just splob them in like that. And then that sort of all blends in there. Something like that. Let's give that a dry and then start building some layers up. Into this colour now and get some bits in here. I'm going to darken this edge. Some bits you probably can't see at a minute. Some bits of stuff, it's coming down. Oh, that's that sort of way. The Meltman keeps coming round. I don't know why. My stepdad's cancelled him, but he still keeps turning up. He's been right grumpy just lately, my stepdad. I don't know what's up with him. No idea. But he's been a right grumpy git. Let's have a look. So I'm just building up another layer now, and I'm leaving gaps in the original layer. I've got to follow my picture slavishly. Just enjoy painting. I think what I'll do in a minute, dip that brush into water and soften some of that off in there. Oh, that's nice. There we are. That's looking good. There we are. Alright, let me have a look. I'll do another dry. We've had another family meeting about me and Doofus getting jobs again. We've been told, well, we've told them about us plans to become professional surfers and go to Hawaii. My stepdad just lost his temper with both on us. Like I say, he's been just grumpy, always losing his temper. So I don't know what's up with him. Mine, it don't help. Doofus is still in his room all the time watching his UFO documentaries. That's doing me head in. And I normally sneak in and play on his train set, but I can't at the minute because it never comes out. Right, put your fingers in your ears. Back at room, this is a good tip for you. Go to back at room and look at your picture. That's what I'm going to do now. And just see where I'm at, because you get too close to it. Right, I'm going to back at room. Hopefully you can still hear me. Yeah, that's not looking too bad, but from here I can see. From here I can see there's not that illumination of depth. Ain't good enough. I need to make it look more three-dimensional than what it actually does. So I'll put a few more bits in. Right, nah, I'm looking at this here. Let me just mix a colour up what's going to look right. I think I'm mixing sort of dark reddy green up. Right, in here there's a load of trees, so I'm going to try and replicate them just with this little brush. I sometimes use the corner of my height brush to do this, but today I just felt like doing it with this. It's a bit more accurate with these brushes. So, see that? They're just looking like the little pine trees, hopefully. More red into that's nice. Hopefully these, it comes right down. Just looking like little pine trees. Tiny little things, that's how far away they are. Just something about like that, just to give that impression that they are trees. It looks like there's a bit some over here as well, just a couple of little bits. If you go out too dark, where you think, oh, it's gone a bit too dark, just dab it with a cloth and it'll be sound. I'm putting a few in there. There we are. That's hopefully just looking like a few pine trees. Right, in here. This is going to bring this slightly closer. But in here, there's just some little patterns and stuff in there. I'm going to try and get in, something like that. Little patterns. Some textures or something going off. So I'll just stick them in. When that dries, you'll hardly see it. A bit of this colour. Some pure water and just soften them bits in. Just something about like that. Just some bits of texture in that bottom bit what I can see. That'll do, that'll dry dead light, that'll be sound. I think that's throwing that bit back enough, is it? Let's sit back and have a look. Yeah, that'll do. Right. Put in there, right on this front bit, there's some really, really dark, they're in silhouette trees. I'm going to take that off. Some really, really dark trees. So if I get, actually on this bit here, there's still a little bit of green in it, just in there like that. But the rest of it, it's virtually black. Oh, in fact, oh, you know what? Oh, there's a little bit of lighter green in there, just on that corner where the sun's breaking through. But the rest of it goes black. But I've not gone for a black, I've just gone for a really, really dark green. So I've just mixed up blue and yellow, say like that's sort of an ultramarine blue, a cobalt blue, whatever blue's in your palette. Mix it up with yellow to get you the green, and then put some burnt umber in. If you haven't got none of that, use burnt umber. Put some of that in, and that blue, yellow, burnt umber, that'll give you dark green like this. You can stick a bit of Payne's grey in and all if you want. Darken it, I've just dabbed into a bit. There. I've not cleaned my brush, just dabbed in. That's blobbed a bit of paint spray in there and all. I'll do a bit of that down that bottom bit there. Alright, let me stand back and I'll look again. Because I think that's looking not bad at all. Pretty much what I was looking for. So, yeah, quite happy with that. That needs now 2 little bods are looking for worms. Yeah, like I was saying, me and Doofus, we've had this family meeting. Oh, we got to get jobs. We've had about 12 of these family meetings, right? But me and Doofus, we're looking for work. We've decided what we want to do now. We know what we want to do in life. We want to go to Hawaii and become surf instructors. My dad's lost his temper. Not my dad, my stepdad. Stepdad, Doofus's dad, lost his temper and got all mentals about it, saying we need to grow up and be more realistic. So, I don't know, he's losing his temper all the time, just lately. But my mum says, apparently, there's a job going for a lollipop man, right? Well, Doofus is dead keen, because, I don't know, I'm pretty sure he thinks this lollipop man job involves eating lollipops. Well, he's going to have a shock, because obviously it don't know what to do eating lollipops, but I think he thinks in his head he's going to be eating lollipops all day. Not that we can get him out of his bedroom at the minute. He come out for his family meeting and went straight back in there. I'm hoping to, like, I've not been on his train set for ages because he don't come out. Just going to go over that because I can't see it. Yeah, he not come out his room just watching UFO documentaries all the time. By day, birthday. So we can't get him out of his room. But he's pretty keen to go for the lollipop man job. I suppose could be not a bad job. Lollipop man. Alright at that. But like I say, it's got nothing to do with eating lollipops, so he's going to be in for a shock. Right. There we are. I'm going to go and try and get Doofus out his room. See if he'll pickle some eggs with me. But I'm not holding my breath because, like I say, he has not been out of that room for that long. So, wish me luck. In it.